You know, I'm thinking of actually just keeping this place. Just a simple little campsite. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Actually, now that I think about it, this is probably not the greatest place. I don't know. I told him that I made a party, but he hasn't answered or anything. I'm guessing he went to bed or something. Even though it shows him online. Oh, speak of the devil and in he walks.
What? I would like to hear something about the devil and he walks. What? All I heard was and he walks, something like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about me? 'Cause I really don't appreciate
Actually, we were.
I don't appreciate such thing. I don't know. I'm just. Anyway. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck to say.
we were actually talking about you because she was asking where you were at. And I was like, I don't know. I told him I made a party, but he hasn't answered.
I was
And
watching
suddenly,
a fucking video. Okay, so.
and then suddenly you showed up, and I'm like, well, speak of the devil, and in he walks.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I need to exercise, but I can tell you this right now. I fucking hate it. It's horrible. Whoever said being overweight wasn't healthy, just didn't know what they were talking about. Oh, no, man. It's like, oh. But I need to do it, so. I'll piss and moan about it, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
My car made me lazy. God damn it. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. My car made me so fucking lazy. Because I used to walk everywhere. Now, the idea of walking is just. Yeah,
Like,
okay.
no, not happening.
It's like sometimes I'm like, I have to walk to the dumpster to throw my trash away. That's horrible. That was my alarm.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, it really isn't for me. I'll be right back.
Oh, there it is.
I think I know what my biggest problem is. I need better shoes to walk because my shoes are not good for
Yeah, good shoes are needed for a lot of walking.
Yeah, Chucks are not really good for walking. Just,
Nope.
long distances anyway. No, I just want to put that out there. I mean, I like them, but they're not good for walking.
I'm just breaking down tents.
Are you? Sweet.
Getting cloth fragments.
Well, that's what you get from this. Excuse me.
Yeah, feel better?
No, not really. It wasn't a burp. It wasn't a good enough burp to feel better.
It's
Just, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. There's some burps that are like, yeah, that was nice. Other ones I'm like, I almost vomited. It just. And there's the in-betweens where it's like, whatever.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't even deserve a rating.
Nope. Does not. It was just gas that had to come out. There's only one or two places, man.
Well,
2 holes.
usually.
Where did it come out anywhere else?
Usually if it comes out somewhere else, it's a medical emergency.
Yeah, I give you that. Because if I don't burp or fart and I smell shit, I'm like, what's going on? Something's not right. Oh, man. I've had intestinal problems before. Oh, they're not fun. Like to where I had to go to the emergency room, dude. It was bad.
Oh. Yeah, that does sound pretty damn bad.
Yeah, it happened like when I was a teenager. That's when it happened. It happened a couple times. It was really horrible. I could not. It's like there was this trapped gas in my stomach, and I could not get rid of it. It hurt so bad. Then I went to the hospital, and they gave me this delicious chalk to drink. It's great.
I think I know which chalk you're talking about, too.
Yeah, they're like, this isn't going to taste good. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Guess that was an
Okay.
inappropriate conversation then.
I guess so.
It's the farts. Didn't want to hear the fart talk. But no, they did. It was this nasty, chalky stuff, dude. They're like, it's going to taste gross. I'm like, I don't care. If it'll make this pain go away, I will drink it. And it did. It did. Yep. About, I don't know, about 10 minutes later, about 10, 15 minutes, nothing.
Nice.
Yep. Then it happened like a little while after. I don't know what it was, too, but it was just like all kinds of problems. I guess, but nothing will beat that lidocaine I had to drink. Nothing will beat that. That was the strangest feeling. Okay, it really was. That was just, I don't really recommend that to anybody. You get bored, drink some lidocaine. It's a fun experience, man. Real fun experience.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it didn't last for like maybe 20 minutes, if that, but it felt like forever. Because they even told me, like, we're gonna give you some lidocaine, right? I'm like, oh, that's exciting, because I already know what that shit does. I mean, I've used it as like a topical, but like I've never drank lidocaine.
Yeah,
You know what I
the
mean?
only time that I've ever used lidocaine was as a spray on a sunburn.
Yeah, I've used it for like, I actually was given a prescription of it. It was lidocaine and something else. It was for my shoulder. And like, it actually helped quite a bit. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever used it is for like muscle aches or something like that, you know.
Right.
So drinking it was weird. They're like, when you drink this, don't freak out, okay? I'm like, all right. Because
That's
apparently
that's never a good warning.
right. They're like, don't panic. Apparently, people have panicked before. But I'm like, I know it's coming. As long as I know it's coming, I can prepare myself and not panic. You know what I mean? If I know it's coming.
My thing is, I don't know what happens on that.
Basically, like, my entire mouth all the way down was numb.
Oh, so like after a few shots of a certain drink, man's brain made.
Yeah, it was just my whole throat, everything was just numb, and I felt like I was swallowing like, constantly, you know, because the fact I couldn't feel it, it was really weird, and it felt like it was like slightly closing off, but it wasn't. It's just because everything was numb.
Oh shit!
So like, you know, I just had to like. I had to tell myself, it's alright, nothing's wrong with you, you just drank lidocaine. So it's okay.
It's
You
okay,
know,
brain. You're not dying.
right? It's like if you took a pain pill and like a piece of it got stuck in your throat, how it would go numb. You ever had that happen? Yeah.
No, I can't say I've had that.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you go to take something, it gets stuck in your throat. It was a really strange experience, but you know. That was the most strangest feeling. Most uncomfortable was getting a. I've said this before, but it was still like the most uncomfortable moment I think I've ever had in the hospital, besides my prostate exam. That one was weird. Alright. But, you know, when a big dude with a hairy lip tells you to bend over, pull your pants down, excuse me? You know, it's just a very strange moment. But no, when I had a sonogram done on my testicles, that was a very awkward moment for me. I apologized to the nurse who did it. Like, I'm sorry, you got me. He was like, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's her job, right? So she's like, it's alright. I'm like, still, I apologize. You have to touch my balls.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I had kidney stones, and the doctor like wanted to make sure my testicle didn't like twist or something.
Oh.
He's like, because that can happen. So like, he just wanted to make sure that that's not what was going on and why it was hurting. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the kidney stone that's causing this pain, but he's like, I just want to make sure. I'm like, hey man, okay. You know,
I'm sorry, but just the thought of that. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
No. No. You ever passed this kidney stone before? I don't remember.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Yeah, they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so bad, even morphine doesn't stop the pain completely. That's how bad that shit hurt.
You know what makes it even worse?
What?
I'm immune to morphine.
Well, that's fine. Because it didn't really do anything. It just made me pet a wall. That's really about it. That's not even a joke. I really did. I was petting the wall saying it was pretty. That's fucked up.
Apparently.
I was still hurting, but goddamn, I was fucked up, bro. I was like, this wall feels pretty. Because, you know, it's that, like, tack wall, you know, shit. Like, where it's, like, yeah, it was like that. And I was just rubbing it. I'm like, wow, this feels pretty. I was just really fucked up. You know. Yeah, but it was alright. It went away and the pain was still there, so. Until you pass it, it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Feel like pissing a freaking spike bowling ball through a straw.
Well, I mean, you know, I guess there's two different kinds. I've passed both, and I don't like either one. So, yeah,
I don't know of anybody who does.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, so, you know, I guess I just had one, like, a couple weeks ago. I had a fucking kidney stone. That was fun. Yeah, I pissed it out. I felt it, looked in the toilet, like, yep, there it is. It's just right down there in the bottom of the fucking bowl. I was like, goodbye, pain. You know, and after that,
no more pain.
after I pissed it out, I felt okay. I didn't hurt anymore. I was alright. Apparently it's too much calcium. Apparently it's kind of a problem. Yeah, the doctors. The first time I really went, when I wasn't the first, it was like I think the second time I really went to the ER for it because it was that bad. It was like, people you have it once, you're prone to having it for like the rest of your life.
Welcome back, baby. Ah.
So I was like, apparently our conversation was just too much. Can't talk about farts. But it's all right. You missed the entire kidney stone conversation. So yeah. You are
It bothers
what?
us.
Are you a fucking robot? What? Those are horrible. Those are so bad. Oh, okay, I was like, having them are horrible. They hurt so bad. I've had, if I were to count all of them, probably about 8.
I've had one.
Oh yeah, they can build
No,
up.
thank you.
They can build up in your fucking your kidneys, dude. Yeah, that's bad.
And she didn't
That's,
have a kidney stone, she had a kidney rock.
yeah, and they actually can get big enough to where you can't pass them, and they actually have to do surgery to get rid of them. Like they can get that big. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've had both kinds, and I don't like that. Like I told them, I didn't like either one. You know,
I don't know of anybody who does.
neither one were good. A little paper football or a little spiked ball. Yeah. I've heard, but I'm lucky to never have that problem. So. Fuck.
Damn.
That's pretty big. Shit. Oh,
Damn.
that is an extreme health hazard.
Yeah.
Oh, the fun things our bodies will put us through, right? That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. Giving birth? I'm guessing here. I don't know. Oh, yeah. That is something. I mean, I'm kind of thankful I'll never have to worry about, unless I have something in there I don't know I have. I'm like, what? But yeah, I've known a few women who've had that problem, and that shit seems horrible. Because I've just seen the pain they go through. It just, damn, it seems real bad.
Just a bit.
Hmm. Yeah.
I wondered. Yeah.
Angel in your pocket. Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Every time I hear you use your keyboard, it makes me want to write. Just be honest with you. Like hearing that sound, I'm like, I probably should do that. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it just it just that sound always gets my like my creative side. Like it kind of makes it tingle. You know, like it's a spider sense or some shit. I'm like, oh. Yeah, right. Like there's the sound of a keyboard or even a typewriter. I like the sound of an old typewriter. I like that. I just, I've never used like an old school one. I've used an electric typewriter, which is not really, yeah, not as fun. But I do like the sound of the old school typewriters, man. But yeah, I need to write more. Anyway, yeah, just I used to write all the time. The funny thing is, what gave me my most like motivation to write was when I used to get stoned. It really did. I used to because I would write for like hours. When I get high, and I would just write. Sober, it doesn't happen as much. If I get a little fucked up, I can write. Now, sometimes it makes absolutely no sense at all. I've gone back and read what I wrote high. I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? That shit don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm the one that wrote it, and even I'm going, huh?
Why am I talking about this? I don't understand. Why is there a 12-page essay about aliens? I don't know. Just something, just something weird. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I used to do that. Unless I wrote something already, and then that's different. But just something off the top of my head, it gets real weird sometimes. Yeah. So how is your writing going anyway? Oh. Well, that's always good. I mean, yeah. Well, shit.
It's taking vacation to get ready for November. It.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Yep, and it's something she does every year.
I'm sure I could do it, but goddamn. Do I really want to write 50,000 words? I don't know if I'd want to write 50,000. Somebody was really excited about that. Just the yes. He was a little too excited about that. I just. That sounds funny. Oh shit.
He's just like, yes!
Right? I got really excited about that one. But no, man, I don't know. I need to write more. I do. Or at least write more on, maybe finish something that I start. That's kind of my problem.
I need to write some more too, because I mean, I've got, like I said, I've still got a prologue and a chapter 1 of my book, and that's it.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to go any further.
I really don't think I could ever write an actual book of just one story. I don't think I could do that. I mean, I probably could, but it would take me way too fucking long to write something like that. I mean, you're probably looking at a decade of writing just for me to write a book.
That's pretty much what it's looking like for me.
It's just
Because
because
I had
like
inspiration, had an amazing world set up and everything, and then my brain went,
yeah, yeah, that happens. That's why like what I decided I was just, at one point I was going to write a pretty long story, but what I decided to
oh boy.
do with it to make it easier for me was each chapter I was writing was going to be a separate story, like a different character, like a different perspective of the same situation, just from yeah. Obviously, it was a zombie story. So weird for me to do that.
God damn it. Sorry.
Well, that
I got
bother you?
attacked by a fucking dog again.
I hate dogs in that fucking game, dude. They're horrible.
Yep.
If I can get rid of them, I would. Just get rid
So
of
would
the
I.
damn dogs.
All I did was run past a city and suddenly, fuck.
That's all it takes, man. But yeah, that was the idea. Was like, I was writing this. I was gonna create this world of like, the zombie apocalypse thing, and like, I got like the first full chapter down. Then I started writing on the next one. Basically, each character, they weren't really connected. The only thing that connected them is the world they were in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and each character wasn't really going to interact with the other. They were just going to like, at least from the first to the second, they just saw each other. And then that's when it would change over to the different person. Like the first one was a dude who lost his shit and was holed up in this like abandoned lawyer's office. Right, that's where he was, and he was losing his fucking mind. Right, everything was just really getting to him, to the point where he was hungry. He hadn't eaten in like 2 weeks. Right, he could find plenty of like water or something to drink, but he couldn't find food. Until he started to think, he's like, wait a minute. And he starts looking at his arm and goes, there's food right here. You know what I mean? He's like, I could. He cuts off a piece of his forearm, like slices a real thin piece off, and he cooks it. And he's eating it, and then he gets this revelation happens, and he's like, I don't have to go hungry. There's food everywhere.
Oh.
And as he's saying this, he's looking outside at all the zombies, and he's like, there's food everywhere. So that's like his idea, is to start taking out the zombies and eating them. That's sort of what happened with that dude.
God, that
crazy. Yeah.
That makes me think of that one thing I read a little while back. There was like somebody's in the zombie plague.
Mm-hmm.
So a human is cornered and trying to figure out, it's like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do? And then in a sheer panic, they jump forward and bite the zombie, and the zombie turns back into a human. And they're over here like, how did you know something like that would work? Like, I didn't know something like that would work. I fucking panicked.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, just panicked and it's like, fuck it, you ain't gonna bite me, I'll bite you, bitch. But yeah, that was just sort of how the first one, and the second part started with a woman holed up in a convenience store, and like what I was going with her, where I was heading with it, was that she was wealthy before all this happened. Right.
Right.
So like her husband had died, he had been killed off, and she was just sitting there like kind of feeling sorry for herself. Because she's like, well, I had this really nice life and all this fancy food and everything, and then she's contemplating eating a can of dog food. I'm talking about just like, how did I get here? You know what I mean? She's like, well, I had all of it, and then I lost it, and then now I'm sitting here about to eat a goddamn can of dog food. But yeah, and I never went anywhere else after that. I stopped.
I mean, she kind of got a point there, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if I did, I could probably write a book of short stories. I'd probably do that more than I could just like one long story. Because that's how
Well,
I was gonna write. That's how I was gonna write that. To me, it was just like each chapter was a short story, because it
that's what
wasn't
I
about the
was.
same. It wasn't the same person. It was somebody else.
That's what just kind of popped in my head. It's like a bunch of short stories that all connected in the end.
Mm. Yeah, I could do that. Because the way I started off the second chapter was the fact that she had seen this dude out there like collecting zombies. She had seen him do it. She's like,
Right.
I gotta stay the fuck away from that dude. He's crazy.
A
Because she
little
sees what
bit.
he's doing. She's like, I gotta stay the fuck away from that guy. You know. Yeah. Then I remember I started writing a TV show. I remember this. I did. I started writing like sort of an idea for a TV show. It was, of course,
Yeah.
set in a zombie. I have a thing for zombies. I don't know why. Everything I do goes to that, and it's irritating. But it always does. But no, it was about a priest
Yeah.
in a zombie apocalypse.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you
And
didn't rise with the others.
no, and he was sort of fighting his. He was sort of in the middle of sort of losing his religion, sort of.
Ah.
It was like this because he still prayed and wanted to believe in God, but everything that was happening was really making him second guess that.
Fair
You know,
enough.
and he
He was
lived by
having a crisis
himself.
of faith.
Yeah, he really was, and he was off by himself. He didn't live. He lived close to like this little settlement, but he actually didn't stay there. He stayed by himself.
Makes sense.
But yeah, but the people there knew him and shit like that. I even made some sort of joke. It was a religious joke. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was. It was pretty. It was pretty good too. I think it was. I think it was pretty good, but I can't remember what it was. It was an interaction he had with one of the guards at the gate of the settlement.
Uh-huh.
He had this dialogue with him, and there was some sort of joke, and I want to remember what the fuck it was because it was funny, but I can't remember what it was, and it drives me crazy because it was actually a pretty good joke coming from a priest. It was a pretty good joke because it had something to do with faith or God or something like that, but I can't remember what it was. It drives me crazy
Like, goddamn.
because because every now and then I will think about that, and I'm like, what was that fucking joke?
It's like, this is going to bug me now.
It really is. And I'm like, I forget what computer I was using when I wrote it. So I don't know where the fuck it is. It's, you know, it might be on my old PC that doesn't work anymore. If it is, I can just take the hard drive. So I should be able to get... Because I have a lot of shit on that. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got to get another PC so I can at least take some of the shit off of it. Yeah, because I have a lot of writing and stuff on there. So I don't know, man. See, either like when I write stuff, either it's horror or it's like sort of a drama, you know. But I guess horror in its own way can be drama as well. Be very dramatic depending on what it is.
Right.
Fart? Oh, that tickled my bow.
You know, speaking of that,
Speaking of tickling buttholes,
yeah, um, I was talking to Forrest earlier,
mm,
and a guy had just walked in, opened up the door, and he was there, about to step out. And I was just like, well, how you doing? And he started doing the whole bit of that song of "This Girl Is on Fire," but he said my ass is on fire. And I was like, "Oh, you had some Taco Bell last night, huh?" And he's like, "No, Hershey squirts with John Wayne toilet paper."
That's what I would just say, dude. I don't care. Can we just refrain from talking about your asshole anymore? I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't. No. Like, in one way, on one side, I'm like, I'm sorry. And another one, I really don't fucking care. So, I mean, if we put them together, I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. You know, I'm like just like your toilet paper. I don't give a shit.
What the fuck, dude?
I don't know. just you know, consider me your TP. I don't care. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah.
So, do you want to work some more on 7 days?
I don't know. I don't want to do anything right now. Just talk is fine for me. I don't really want to play anything at the moment.
Fair enough.
Like, I need to go out to the other house. Because what I'm writing right now, I've already wrote like a bunch of it on paper. And I need to go get it. You know the weird thing is, like the first page of it's missing.
Huh.
And I don't know what happened to it. It's just gone.
Maybe a dog ate it?
I don't know. But only one page, and they were sort of the paper was up on a shelf, and only one piece is missing. So, doesn't make much sense to me.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me either, but...
The rest of it's there, and I like to get it. Because I know what I've written so far is not quite the same. You know, it's a bit different, I'm sure. But I'd like to get it for some reference to see what else.
Right.
But, yeah.
Having a reference point is usually a pretty good idea.
Because I mean, I already know exactly like what I was doing with it, like I already knew where I was going with it. I know how it's going to end. Put it that way. I knew that the moment I started writing it. I knew exactly where it was going. So that's always the fun thing when you know exactly where it's going. You just don't know how you're going to get there.
Getting there is part of the journey.
That is true.
Actually, getting there is the journey.
That is true. I think that's more factual than the first. But yeah, it's not a pleasant. Excuse me. It's not a very. It's not gonna be a pleasant journey for these two people. I know that. Yeah.
Oh, it's two of them, huh?
Yeah, the entire thing is a conversation. That's all it is. It's just two people having a conversation. That's the entire thing. And it's about right now. I have like a rough name called The Couple. That's really all I have at the moment. That's all I have for a name, and I might even just stick with that because that's what this is about. It's about a couple, and they're at the end of their journey. You know, at the end of their relationship. So yeah, that's exactly what it's about. So it's not like, you know, happy and fun story. No, it's a sad and depressing story.
Oh, lovely.
But that's okay, because that's a big part of life. Is sadness. It is. It may not be all of it, you know, but sadness is definitely peppered in throughout life.
Right.
You know. Because it's always like the good times seem to go by faster than, you know, the bad times. They always seem to drag out and be slower, more painful, of course. Which is always fun. You know, why can't the good times be slow and enjoyable? You just, yeah, I love this. You know, you're just like, in that moment, everything's great.
I think we just focus too much on the negative.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely we do. But no, like I said, right now I have like I'm writing it out sort of like a play, which I've never done before. Because it makes it easier, I guess, than just writing like a regular story. So I'm writing it out like a play.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I don't even know if I'm going to give them names. Because right now I have them listed as him and her. That's it. I don't know if I'm going to give them names. I might. I might not. I don't know. I think I'm leaning more toward the not. Because like, honestly, in a conversation with somebody, how many times do they actually say your name?
Not very often.
Or do you say somebody else's name that you already have a deep relationship with, or at least a long-standing relationship with? You don't really say their name.
Never say each other's names.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many fucking women I've dated where I don't barely say their names because, well, we know each other's names, and so usually it's a pet name or something, you know?
Right.
And in arguments, you know, or just disagreements of any kind, you really don't see each other's names either.
Nope.
No, at least not ones you'd prefer to be called. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to give them names because it'd be weird to me to do that. Now, like if it's a different stuff, like a regular story or whatever I'm writing, then of course I'll give the characters a name or whatever. Except for one story I wrote, I didn't give the dude a name because he didn't see anybody. He never spoke to anyone. That's why he didn't have a name. He was just the man. He was just a man.
Kind of makes me think of the story with Kenpachi. The only reason why he even has a name is because he gave himself one.
Interesting. Well, cause I mean, I do, when I talk to myself, sometimes I do say my name. You know, like, James, what the fuck are you doing? You know,
Exactly.
just like, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, well, that's not gonna work, dumbass. I don't know how many times I've called myself a dumbass. You know?
I've called myself an idiot more than once.
You fucking moron, that doesn't go that way. You know, get your head out of your ass, dipshit. You know, just all these lovely pet names I call myself. But yeah, that one was just about a dude, and that one was, I was, of course, that was another zombie story, that one was. But there was a scene I really enjoyed writing in that. And it was sort of like, it was near of course, very beginning of it. It's about this dude, he's being chased he's running through the woods, right? He's just like fucking running, right? And of course you don't see what's chasing him, but I sort of describe what's coming after him. It's a small horde of zombies, or like chasing him through the woods.
Oh, lovely.
They're not runners or anything, they're just your typical, like, you know, shuffle zombies or whatever. But as he's running, he almost runs off a cliff.
That would suck.
Right, and as he's running, he sees it and he stops and he's right at the fucking edge, right? And he's looking down and he has nowhere to go. He's just sort of standing there. He has a gun, but he has no ammo. He ran out like 2 or 3 days ago, so he doesn't really have anything else. So he's looking over the edge, and at the edge of the cliff, there's water down there. So he's standing there and he's debating what to do. He can either turn around and face this horde of zombies and probably die, or say fuck it and jump off. You know, so there's this dilemma he's having. And as they start to come through the trees from the clearing, right, where he's at, they're starting to like kind of filter out. He says fuck it, he jumps off. Right. Huh. And when he hits the water, he's sort of just there for a moment, trying to figure out, you know, which way is up, because he's obviously panicked and just been running for days. So when he finally he makes his way to the edge of the water, and as he's climbing out of the water, he thinks he has a moment to breathe. Right, like this could be his chance to kind of catch his breath. But as he's getting out of the water, he hears this thump. It's a sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. The zombies followed him off the cliff. And they just walked right off with him, man. Yeah, that was. I remember that. That was one of my favorite scenes right in that whole thing.
That would
I know.
suck.
Yeah, I think this is because the way I played it off in my head. I played it like it was like a scene from a movie, and that's the way I was describing it. I was trying to be as detailed as I could with it, without being boring. Because some people have a tendency to just add way too much detail to something simple.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like that would be a really fun scene in a movie. Do you like when you write? I know. I guess with the way some of the stuff you write, you probably can't do that because you write like fantasy shit, right? That's what you. I mean, isn't that kind of what you write more of than anything?
I've written two things in my entire life. And one of them, of course, was the fantasy novel I was trying to work on. And the other one was a poem. That was the Death of a Ninja.
Oh.
I always thought it was interesting, but
What?
I don't know. It's not
You know
something I usually talk about.
You know what I hear with when you're saying that? I hear the lack of confidence in what you're doing.
Yeah, major lack of confidence.
I hear it. I hear it when you're, the way you describe it, the way you're talking about it. It's like there's a part of you that's kind of proud of something you did, and more so is the fact that you're kind of, I don't know, you're afraid.
Well, I mean, there's been a few people who have heard about it, and almost every single time, people are just like, "Why the fuck did you do something like that?"
I don't think that matters. Other people's opinion about what you write is irrelevant, if you ask me. I mean, of course, we always want people to like or appreciate what we've done, but that's not why we do it. I don't do it for admiration. It's not why you do it. You do it because it's something you wanted to do. It's a piece of you that you put down on something. That's
it's
the
just
way. That's the way I've always seen writing. You put a piece of yourself into whatever it is you're doing. That's
when I wrote it, I was like 9 years old.
Doesn't matter. Dude, when I first started writing, I turned fairy tales into dirty stories. That's how I started to write. I had a little notebook I used to carry with me, and that's what I wrote. I just took every fairy's.
Huh?
Yeah, I really did. Snow White and the Seven Little Bastards. That's I remember it to this day. That's what I called it. And I remember my uncle read it, and he goes, "It's really good, but you should take out some of the cursing." I'm like, "That's what makes it fun." That's what makes it fun. Is that so? You can't worry about what other people think about what you do when it comes to you being creative, because it's not your job to give a fuck or to explain to them what it is you're doing. Either you appreciate something or you don't.
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to hear it?
Sure. Tell me. I don't think I've actually ever heard it.
It's not something I usually talk about, so.
Yeah, well, fucking spit it out, bitch. Let's hear it.
It says, many lives these two blades have taken, as many as they have protected. My blood-covered lips utter no known words as I stare into the blade's reflections. Darkness covers all I see and all I touch, no feeling of pain, just sorrow. My hands lose grip on the swords I once held, and I turn to become a true shadow.
I like that. There's layers to that, man. I like that. That's really good. You were like 9, you said?
Yeah.
Where is this motherfucker been hiding from me? Where's this creative asshole here? Why are you keeping this from me?
Because I got more into creating stuff with my hands rather than with my words.
I have never seen a single thing you've ever created with your fucking hands. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like, I've never seen anything you've actually ever made.
Most of the stuff I've made is in Mississippi, I think.
Mississippi. Bunch of fucking hillbillies. But yeah, see, that was really good. I like that. And the fact that you remember it blows my mind, because I could tell you this right now. I can't quote one of the poems I've ever wrote in my whole fucking life to you. Because the moment I put them down, or they come to mind, I write them down, or whatever, they're gone. They're no longer in my head. And that's the way it's always been with my writing. Now, when I write stories or something, I remember a little more. I can remember, like, you know, the idea I had, but that's really about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always like that. The moment I write it down, it's gone. If I don't have it in front of me to read to you, I'm not going to be able to remember it. So, I don't know if that's from all the weed. My short-term memory is shit. So, you know, it really is. It's real bad. That's why I've had to tell people, like, repeatedly, don't get offended if I don't remember your name. You know, because, like, if I don't talk to you for, you know, a long period of time, I'm not going to remember who the fuck. I'm not going to remember your name. I'll remember who you are, but your name is going to... I think the only people whose name I've ever remembered is if there's somebody I'm close to, and they have the same name. That's when I remember it, like, quickly. Like, or if they have my name, which the weird thing is I've only met, like, 3 people in my whole life with my name.
Welcome back, baby.
I saw you there. I was just, you know, just trying to give him some encouragement.
Yeah, Tony did seem pretty damn excited to have scared the shit out of you.
He really did. He really did. He was real fucking stoked about it. Just, it made me laugh. Just his enjoyment. I felt the joy that he was admitting right there. I felt it. I'm like, that dude's fucking excited. Right? Because like, that dude sounded really happy.
Yeah, it's just like, yes!
That was genuine joy I heard too. Not fake. That was fucking 100% authentic. But yeah. Well,
yeah, Lee seemed really disappointed when he came to the store. Well, he usually comes there in the morning in order to get like a Monster Java. And we had none at the time. And he just walked over to the front area and he's like, y'all don't have any Java Monsters. And kind of hung his head and I'm like, oh.
yeah, that was the only Monster I've ever drank that I didn't think was gross.
Which one?
The one mixing it with coffee. I don't remember what the fuck it was. I just know it was a Java Monster and it didn't taste bad. Because Monster's gross. Those things are fucking nasty. But, yeah.
I don't know why, but I've apparently decided to set up shop in the desert.
You know what? I understand. I really do. Because, like, my thing with the desert area is there's aloe and yucca.
Right?
Everywhere. So it's a good place to settle down.
Yeah, I heard that, baby.
It's it's fine. I was trying to continue my train of thought, and it did not stick very well. Yeah. But yeah, no, no, man. Like we were talking about before. All right, I got this. I can stop giggling. Okay, now if the two of you fuckers keep laughing, I'm not going to be able to stop.
God damn it.
Okay, you got, if you keep doing it, it's only going to make it worse. Um,
And I keep laughing because y'all do it.
yeah, well, yeah. Oh, I don't even know what the fuck was I going to say. God damn it! I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay, I remember now. We were talking about writing, right?
Yep.
There's very few people who I've ever actually ever let read anything I write.
I think I've read a couple of your items.
And it's not the fact I'm like, you know, ashamed of them or anything. Or I think everything I write's trash anyway. But I think that's just because I'm my biggest critic. That's, you know, that's just, I think all of it's doo-doo. But, I don't know, I think I do it not for, I just do it for myself, you know? I think that's really what it is. I write for me because I get joy out of it.
Makes sense. Do what? Ah.
I don't think
Probably
that would.
not the best idea.
No, it's not. I
I'm not
think
supportive of that.
I think we're both being very supportive when saying you shouldn't do that. Just because, you know, that's not how medication works. You don't quit cold turkey. It's not like cigarettes or drugs. Well, other
Yeah,
drugs.
I made the mistake of going cold turkey off one of my medications. And that ended up rather badly. I gained apathy.
You gained it? I don't
Uh,
have any clue what it's like to be that way. I don't.
it's
I envy those who can do that.
a
That's
lot
no
of the
joke.
a lot of the times not caring is actually a very bad thing.
I can imagine it would be, but I have no fucking idea what that's.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's not that you don't care, it's that you don't outwardly show it. It's all on the inside. You feel everything. You just can't show it. Or at least that's how I do, or how it is for me.
My biggest burden when it comes to feelings is being able to feel other people's emotions.
Empathy.
That is not a fun experience sometimes. It can be very overwhelming.
I can imagine.
It can be, depending on who it is you're dealing with. Yeah, it's not fun. Telling people that I can feel other people's emotions makes me feel really weird. Saying it out loud. It really does. It's always made me feel strange. Because some people are like, I get it. Yes. Maybe that's why I like personal space so fucking much. It's just like, get the fuck away from me. I I feel that. I think it's even more. It's well, not more, but it's very interesting when people try to hide how they really feel, but yet you can still feel that emotion coming from them, and they're trying to like pretend to be something like a different way. It's weird, especially when you mention it to them. You know, like when you genuinely ask them, "Are you okay?" Like, I can kind of feel you're not.
Yeah.
Mm, fun stuff.
Jeez, my character is freaking basically naked in this game, and he's still overheating.
Well,
Inside a house.
the desert will do that to you. Fart. Anyway.
They should make an alarm clock that sounds like a cat getting ready to vomit. Nothing makes you jump out of bed faster. You certainly get out of bed pretty quickly, huh?
You remember how I just said that I wish you would show your creative side more? You can stop now. Okay. After that, no, I don't need any more of your fucking ideas out. No, I don't need them out in the world now. I don't need them in my head.
It wasn't even
No,
my idea either.
doesn't matter. You're sharing it, and you should stop. Oh God, that's. Ugh, I've heard that sound. I have heard that sound in real life. And
So
did
have
my
I.
where the fuck are you at? It's when you go searching for an animal, real quick.
Exactly.
Where the fuck are you doing?
Oh, what would make it even crazier is if you live alone with no animals and you start hearing that sound.
That would be weird, man. Like, I don't have a cat. What the fuck?
A new horror movie.
Yeah, that's just wrong. Yeah, that's very yucca. Yeah, it's very yucca. What the fuck? Oh shit.
It's a whole bunch of waka waka what the fuck.
Yep. I suppose you. Yeah. 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 It's not good. Not good. Oh fuck. Oh, that's better. Oh shit. It's popping my back. It's great. That doesn't sound good. Well, I guess it doesn't sound like anything. Really. That's bad.
A little bit.
Do you know the most uncomfortable stretches is for when my chest pops?
Yeah, I had that shit happen
That's
freaking yesterday.
a real
Last
weird
night,
feeling. It's bad.
it's
Yeah.
not a fun feeling.
No, I think it's just the muscles, because obviously there's no joints there. So I think it's just the muscles, but uncool, man.
Like when you feel your sternum pop.
Yep, this is not supposed to do that. Yeah, yeah. It happens more frequently since after I hurt my shoulder. Like that happens a lot.
It
Damn
happens a
my.
lot after I freaking cracked my sternum in two places.
Well, I have yet to do that, and I hope to never, ever do that.
I was riding a bike and I hit a speed bump, landed with my chest directly on the handlebars, and my bike kept going and
Oh,
hit another speed bump and slammed the handlebars into my sternum.
what a pleasant experience.
Yeah, it kind of sucked a little bit.
I almost knocked myself out once. That was a fun day. It was. I was on a porch, right? It was our back porch, and I knew that one of the boards had a weak spot, right? So
Right.
instead of us fixing it, we just kind of walk around it. Well,
Sound like Nanny's house.
so we just kind of walk around it. Yeah. So I was going up the back porch, going to the house to get something, and I forgot all about it.
Oh.
And I stepped on it, fucking full weight on it, dude. My leg went all the way through, and I was touching the bottom, like under the ground, under the porch, and that fucking board came up with
Oh.
all of my weight and hit me right in the fucking forehead.
So you played a game of
Everything.
whack buck.
Yes, and it got it got dark for a moment. I was still like conscious, but it got dark, and I fell backwards with my leg, one leg straight out in front of me, one underneath in the porch, touching the ground, and I'm laying flat on my back, just looking at the sky. I'm like, wow, it's really pretty blue. I had
Mama, I
a,
don't want to go to school today.
I
I
had
want to
a,
stay home and bake
dude,
cookies with you.
I had a huge fucking goose egg on my right side of my forehead.
I could imagine.
And yeah, and I had a horrible headache for like the next 3 days. It was great. I'm sure I had I'm almost 100% certain I had a concussion. Of course, I didn't go to the hospital because, fuck it.
Because
But
of your family.
I remember finally said after like 10 minutes of laying there, I got up and went into the house and told everybody what happened. Nobody was concerned. Nobody. They're like, yeah,
It
you're
is our
moving.
family.
You're moving. You're fine. But I do remember very clearly what my uncle said to me.
Do it again. I didn't feel it.
No, he said he wanted a replay because he wasn't there to watch it. So he wanted me to do it again.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, so I said, fuck no, I never want to do that again. And you're an asshole. And all he did was laugh at me. So I'm like, thanks, man. You're such a sweet, caring individual. But dude, the fact that nobody fucking cared it happened. The only thing I got was don't lay down. That's all I was told. It was just don't lay down. I'm like, thanks, man.
Hey, gee, thank you, all you caring individuals.
Right? Well, this comes from the same family that ate my fucking birthday cake without me.
Yeah.
And then didn't understand why I was mad. They left me a piece. Like a fucking millimeter thick fucking slice of cake is all they left. And they said, well, we left you some. I'm like, what the fuck? That was my birthday cake. True.
Oh, I sense a story behind this. Wow.
Wow. Right? Just wow. That's fucked up. Yeah.
That's just beautiful.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That just. Yeah, I didn't want to celebrate my birthday after that one. That was my 16th birthday, by the way. That's what they did to me on my 16th birthday. It was great.
Nice.
I just refuse to, like, I was like, what do you, I don't want anything for my birthday now. This is, forget about it.
No, I'm out of wood.
Because, yeah, like, the last decent birthday I had was my 18th birthday. I remember that was the last birthday I had where, like, this is a good birthday. My cousin gave me a car. So it wasn't a bad birthday.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty damn good thing for a birthday.
Yeah. And then I drove the shit out of that car and sold it to my friend for $500. So, you know, it wasn't worth $500. No, it wasn't. I didn't give a shit. Do you know what his last payment to me for that car was? A carton of cigarettes. That was like his last fucking.
Wow.
It was a carton of cigarettes. Yeah, that's what he gave me. It's like, yeah, thanks, man. That's very true. No, he even told me, he's like, man, how about I just buy you a carton of cigarettes and we call it even? I'm like, alright, cool. Yeah, that was fun.
So, I have a question for y'all.
What?
What would you consider to be the universal sign of I might make 2 sandwiches? No. And I actually showed both of y'all.
That bread was haunted. I don't give a fuck. That was a haunted image if I've ever seen one in my life. My first response was no. That's all I said. No. He's all like, it's real. It's not Photoshop. I'm like, I know. It's just wrong. So I'm like, I'm like, no, it's not fucking cool that you would send me that haunted fucking picture. No shit. This fucking creepy fucking slice of bread.
But no,
I don't. What do you mean? Like, I don't understand the question.
Just consider the phrase.
Uh-huh.
I haven't decided yet if I want to make 2 sandwiches.
So you want to know what kind of sign you give to someone to make 2 sandwiches?
Like, what do y'all think is the universal symbol of that phrase?
I've never ever seen a universal symbol for a sandwich except for a fucking picture of a sandwich. I don't have an answer to this. Because it sounds like a trap.
It's not. It's not a damn trap.
We
it's
know
more.
You. It sounds like a trap.
It's a damn childhood symbol. Something we grew up knowing.
I don't know.
It's a butter knife with the blade hanging over the sink. Like, not in the sink, but with the blade hanging over the sink.
Was there a reason you asked that question?
I just came across it on the app that look up random shit.
Okay, well that was really weird, random, and I didn't understand it. So, alright, thanks. What the... That was a very strange question, thank you.
Yeah, I figured it might be a comical question. Although now I know that I shouldn't even bother asking y'all questions since everything's a trap.
Have you ever heard any of the shit that you say to us? It usually turns out fucking dirty. So I'm a little...
Hey, I am
a little sus on some of the things you say.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I caught that. Maybe.
I saw that. I did too. Yeah, a fucking emoji of a what? Of a butter knife over a sink? That doesn't make
Not
any.
an emoji.
If I saw that, I would not know what the fuck that meant. And just someone putting a knife into a sink. I don't see how. I would not know what they were like. Oh, they're going to throw something in a sink. Cool. I wouldn't think they're going to make a second sandwich. That wouldn't. That's not what would come to mind for me if I saw that picture. So, just saying.
Wow. Seriously? I don't remember you being sick during that time. I don't blame you. Because even I'm confused by that statement. Okay, I just came across a pun that even I'm over here like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, where's that mute button? What? What is it?
You ever seen the movie Gone with the Wind?
No, but I know of it.
I don't know.
Is it something about Scarlet?
It actually has to do with the guy.
No, I don't know what the fuck his name is.
I don't either, but the guy, or it shows an image of him smiling, and it says, "I farted, she left, Gone with the Wind."
They could have tried they could have tried harder on that one.
Yeah, even I sighed on that one.
They could have tried much harder. What the actual fuck?
Ah, shit. What the fuck am I... Really? Hey, she had food. I mean...
I think it's best if I just stay out of this.
He already blew on you. The silence is deafening.
No, I'm just like, I told you I was just gonna stay out of that. I was just gonna look through my phone.
Like, nope. I didn't hear a thing.
No, I heard it. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
Y'all casually looking through the phone, like, nope.
Alright, keep on keeping on, like the gay kids like to say. Sorry. Oh, sorry, it's just...
That always makes me go, what the fuck?
It's just a line from a movie, dude. It's fucking funny.
Do I have more wood? I have a little more wood. I'm upgrading the house a little bit.
God. This is really stupid. So do you want to hear a joke about paper?
What's that?
Never mind, it's terrible.
Boo.
No. Oh.
That was a CJ joke.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Okay, what did the nut say when it was chasing the other nut?
What's that?
I'm a cashew.
Are you reading these jokes off of freaking,
I just googled fucking pun jokes, and I'm just reading some of them.
The first thing that popped in my head was Laffy Taffies.
Yeah.
Because these sound perfect for Laffy Taffies.
Okay, what kind of a key opens a banana?
Monkey?
Yeah, it's a monkey. Monkey.
Here's the monkeys.
This one was so stupid I didn't even read it. It says, what do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire?
What?
Frostbite.
Oof. That's as bad as that one. What's in between Frosty the Snowman's legs?
Snowballs?
Yep. God damn.
Hey, how do you organize a space party?
What?
You plan it.
Ugh.
Oh shit. Yeah.
For someone who doesn't like puns.
Yeah, what did the bison say when its son left for school?
Bye, son.
Yep. Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Two.
To who?
No, to whom? That one, I like that one. That one was that was pretty good. Oh shit.
Oh, that just... What I keep thinking of is, oh, what do you call it? Oh, God damn it.
I just said one that was pretty funny. It was a knock-knock joke. This one got me going. It was pretty good.
That thing that I watch, ASDF movies.
Mm-hmm.
A door goes, knock, knock. Guy goes, who's there? And the door slams open, slamming him into a wall, and goes, the door.
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator?
Yep. An investigator. Yeah, that's really...
Bison?
Bison. Oh, shit.
He just read one similar to that. The buffalo.
What did the ocean say to the other ocean?
It didn't, it just waved.
Like nothing, they just waved. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I like little puns, but I've also heard some really horrible puns.
Okay, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
One's really heavy and one's a little lighter.
Yep. Yeah.
I still like the one, What do you get if you cross an elephant and a rhino?
What?
Elephano.
Fine. Oh, shit.
You know, here I am fixing up this freaking house over here with my bedroll in it and everything. Then all I had to do was walk over a hill and the fucking junkyard is there.
Okay, this is the last one. Because this one made me sad. One's a door, not a door. When it's a jar.
Oh.
No, right when it's a jar. I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna stop looking at those.
Even I'm just over here like, oh.
Alright, yeah, that's enough of those.
Dagnabbit. Oh, hey, baby, you're still watching, right? You want to see something that made me and James go, what the fuck? Like I'm throwing snowballs. Okay, well, be a little well, never mind. I keep forgetting that you can't see very well with the way that my game is set up. Let me put my candle down. Okay. You can't see it very well, but there's a snowball in my hand. If you throw it, it turns into a burlap sack.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. It's really stupid.
Damn it! I didn't want to pick that up. I wonder. Nope, you can't activate them. Wow. So I decided to see what would happen if I chop up a hay bale. You get a hay bale from it.
No, I found a joke that's kind of funny. Why are men like cars?
Why?
Because they pull out before they check to see if someone else is coming.
Oof.
Oh, there's another one up here about women that's kind of funny too. It says, life is like a penis. Simple, soft, straight, relaxed, and hanging freely. Then a woman makes it hard. Oh, shit. It says 3 little old ladies are sitting on a park bench feeding birds when a man comes by and flashes them all. The first two little old ladies both have a stroke, but the third couldn't quite reach. No, I was like that. Oh shit, that was pretty good.
Oh man,
That just sounds uncomfortable.
there was there's something I see every now and then. It's a husband and wife pranking each other with fucked up insults,
Yeah.
and like the guy seems excited, and he finds a freaking spaghetti noodle, and there's one that's really long, and he's over here like, have you ever seen a noodle this long? And she goes, not with you. And
What the
then
fuck? Not with you.
and then he gets her back. He's like, later on, she's like trying to tie her shoes, and he goes, "Hey, honey, if you didn't have any feet, would you have any need for socks and shoes?" She goes, "What? No." He goes, "Then why do you wear a bra?" Do you need me to hold your hand or something? Excuse me. I asked my daughter to give me the phone book. She laughed at me, called me a dinosaur, and lent me her iPhone. So, the spider is dead, the iPhone is broken, and my daughter is furious.
Oh, this is pretty good. This is how do you make your girlfriend scream during sex? Call and tell her about it.
Oof. Do you know what rodeo sex is?
No.
When you get into doggy style, hold on tight and tell her sister was tighter.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Try to stay in for 8 seconds.
Yeah, that would definitely. Oh, this is fucked up. It says I've been taking Viagra for my sunburn. It keeps the sheets off my legs at night. What the fuck? That's fucking. Oh shit! Let's see. Fucked up.
Oh man, that's like that one where a guy tried to take Viagra but it got stuck in his throat. He woke up with a stiff neck.
Right? This is fucked up. What is this? I can't. It's all blurry. But all I. Oh wait a minute. Let's see.
This is fucking hilarious. It's somebody at a strip club, but they're like it's a chick dancing on a pole with high heels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the person is wearing one of those big T-Rex outfits.
Yeah.
so so it's a fucking T-Rex spinning on a pole and twerking and shit.
Okay. This one, it's this picture of this dude. Apparently, this person ordered a pizza, right? And it says leave a note for the takeaway or delivery driver, like if you have any allergies or anything or whatever. The person wrote, write your dirtiest joke on the pizza box. He goes, what I got? He says, how do you know your sister is on her period? Your dad's cock tastes like blood. That's the joke this motherfucker
Wow.
got. Like, that's like, goddamn. That was pretty bad, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that. I was like, that's fucked up.
A little bit.
Right.
might play something else.
I'm just looking at jokes.